Hello and welcome back to an amazing park in Rollercoaster Tycoon that still has a kind of empty feel to it, but it does have quite some fancy stuff in it, like this very cool and design underwater entrance. I can only imagine that there will be glass tunnels over here and they can look down through the bottom of the lake over here, see fishes and whatnot. Though, well, we kind of know that in reality that's not the case. But how cool would it be if that was actually what the guest would see over here? I think that would be pretty awesome. So, we'll just imagine it, you know. It's my imagination who'll have to make up for the lack of actual glass tunnels. Now, last time we built this amazing betrayal ride over here, which, well, I mean, in terms of ratings, you might think it's pretty mediocre, but it's actually, for a ride like this, pretty solid. You know, I think it's one of our better efforts we've done with this ride. And we shall continue to expand on that, as we currently have a good swat of cash to spend on this effort. However, before we get to that, let us do the regular vandalism checks and also see if we need to adjust any pricings wherever necessary. I mean, it's better to have lower prices and have the ride still make a small amount of income than have a ride that does not generate any income but have a high entrance price. So, or entry price, I should say. Anyway, it seems that the vandalism is non-existent, which is good. It also seems that for the rest, our rides are still doing okay when it comes to attracting folks. Though, that being said, I have spotted an issue over here. I mean, sure, it has generated a lot of cash, but this price, I think the longevity of it is gone. It's quite an expensive ride to keep up, so we'll go down to 150. And perhaps later on in the future we might have to adjust, but for now I think we're good with things how they are. So let us continue with the coaster construction that we were doing over there. We still have our entry point into the underground and we shall make good use of it. So let us continue building. Oh wow, we now have so many coasters. That is crazy. Yeah, alright, so I don't want any more station, of course. What we need to do is we need to align ourselves coming from the right direction to the back of the station over there. And unless I'm seriously mistaken, this with an S-bend should line... Yeah, how about to the other side, huh? Well, that should line us up. At least pretty close to where we want it to be. So we'll remove the tracks leading up to this. So far we're getting also very good money use out of our let's see, out of our entry to the underground, I was about to say, but this is of course important. We need to get that right. Now that we got that right, I think if I heighten that up, we should be able to fit one in right here. And we do indeed. Very good, very good. Right, I think... Yeah, it's still allowed over there. So what we'll do, instead of starting to build straight away, we will first build this, just so that I don't make it impossible for us to get to the path over here later on. And unless I'm mistaken, this should allow for... Yeah, it's noticeably shorter than our other entry, or our... No, actually, it's not that bad. Alright. Why isn't it not allowing me to... Oh, it was actually allowing, and I did not need to do that. Right, okay. Also, I think what we... Yeah, no, we definitely want to build that over there. But then... I think we should try and take a look at going like this. as we probably are able to finagle ourselves out like that, and we are indeed able to do that. Perfect, right, let's get the view back to normal. I don't think we even need to remove any of these bloody trees, which is a nice change for once. More of that, please, wherever that came from. Alright, that's looking good. So now we can close off these windows, close off this, and we should be good to go. We will go all the way over here, and then we shall lift this. Of course, we need to kind of make the terrain equal to how it is over there to the side. Also, whilst we're at it, let me not forget to do that. Perfect. And then we'll flatten that one. Right, okay, so now we're building. Now we're cooking with fire, or building with steel, as the case may be. And we will try and see that we actually mirror this quite literally. I think it would be pretty cool to have these tracks be paired up. So we're gonna try to get that working as much as possible. And nice, it actually... Oh wait, hold on a second, hold your horses here. Oh man, I didn't even intend for that pun, but hold our horses here. We want to go to the other side, of course, how could I forget. And we want to actually keep an eye on what this other coaster is doing there. So currently we're at height 12. Why don't we go along with an S-bend or two? And then do the lift over here. Seems about right. We should arrive there at roughly the same time. We'll also go to height 20 with this one, if we can get that far, which we cannot, so we'll have to pull this one back. Now, I do need to kind of see what we've done exactly, but so far it seems that so long as we get over to this side, which we will... let's see here. We can safely do this, and then go up a little. If we remove a few of these green obstructors, as that is what they are. Yeah, even more. Be gone, there. Right. So, now, because we come from height 19, we can't really do too much crazy shenanigans yet. But we should be able to do something cool, like this, for example. And then... Wait, hold on a second. I don't think this is gonna work, but... No, it is indeed not gonna work, so I don't know what I was thinking over there, but this should work, however. If we now decide to do this, we also should have the speed to make this happen, and we should be entering on the left side over there, so we'll try and make that work. We'll go to height 11 for that over here. Then we'll have a very wide curve. Wait, is that a fountain that we're hitting? It is. That's easily removed, as I do see something that could be quite cool in this regard. So now that we are below this whole shenanigan continuously, why don't we remove yet another fountain? I think that the, wait, hold on a second. It goes up there. And basically it makes more like a loop around. That means that we need like a bit more track over here. We can arrange that. We'll have an S-band, and that should take care of any synchronization issues that we otherwise probably would have faced. What's in the way over here? Is that you? It is. And then it... Oh, That's an interesting one. I had not thought that to be possible. Right. Looking very good. I also think that because we are at a lower angle, it would be beneficial to do something like... wait, I have to use these tight curves over there. Can I finagle in? I just can't. Wait, what if we go straight over here? That's actually possible. Then we can finagle this in, like this. That should do it. That should give it... And what is it actually doing there? It's just going straight, so long as we try and do the same, that should work out. So far so good, I'd say. You know, we have the terrain like how we want it. Let's see. So what I want to do here is basically a tight curve. No, that's not what I want to do here. What I want to do over here is actually continue this downward trend that we had going. So now we'll be picking up even more speed already, so we might be out of sync over here a little bit. If that's the case, it is quite easily fixed by having, you know, a little bit more track length over here, perhaps going to the underground, then come back. We'll have to see how the synchronization of the coaster is though, before we can make any final judgment on that. I also think we need to wait one more with doing this. Now, unless I'm seriously mistaken, yeah, there we go. See? Oh, also, maybe we should lift this, huh? Now that we're actively trying to go up, that might be a thing. Right, looking good so far. We'll go straight a little for this, as we can currently... Technically we shouldn't need to do this. Seeing how we come from height 17. And we might even... Yeah, no, we don't even want to go up that high, as this should now pair us up with the other coaster. So let's see. Alright, this is looking good so far. This is where we do want the lift though, so let me not forget that. It would need 2 horrible crashes in the test results. And then we shall go to this height, and you might be wondering like, what are you doing right now here, Damage? This is not following up the coaster in the fashion you said you would, and you would be right in that. We are currently changing to the... No, actually I should not do that. We should stick to the outer lane for this. Or outer lane, I mean, to the outside of it, I should say. Which is what we're doing right now over here. And then we shall drop down even one further to height 12. Of course, we'll have to remove this greenery. We'll do the... No, not yet. We'll do the S-bend. And then, if we go to height 15, we should be able, if we play our cards right, to go over this. Yes, and yes we are. Right, so what I want to do right now is kind of like go into the underground right over here and then return to the station. Can I even pull that? Nah, there should be just barely enough space. So let's try and see if we can make that happen without having to do any major track works here, right? We'll have to remove a lot of scenery for it, I'm well aware, I don't mind. I'm not the biggest lover for any of these scenery affairs anyway, so... Oh, alright. In that case, can I get away with just an S-bend? And then something like this. I guess so. And with an S-bend, we are well on our way. So, let me see. Do I need to... No, I need to wait one with that. Right. Right, what's in the way here? Tree. Oh crap! How could I... Yo. Well, it's not that hard to miss. It's a big green bugger over there, but... Ooh, I don't really like the way that this is going. I also didn't like what I just did over there. I wanted to do this, you know, terrain and intactness and all that. So... Let me just see. How does this line up? I bet yeah, it's one off. What we could do in that case is this. It's a bit of a ballsy move, but also I guess because we now make this move. Right, and then we go to height 9. So technically we've just crossed and then we've hooked it up. Very nice. Alright, let's see the test rides to see if this is indeed any good. We won't know how... Oh, actually we will. Right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actively check out the test ride over here and know that this one's a little bit ahead of the curve. It still entered the lift a little bit ahead, and of course these test rides can be a little bit deceiving as... well, you know, they have folks on it and we have not. So, they are indeed deceiving slightly. It seems actually though that, you know, our horses over here actually don't need the extra curve here. So we'll remove this. This is not needed. Let's do that right now so we don't waste our time watching this test ride. Okay, so because they don't really need that, let's just see how well that pairs up if we go like this. Oh, wow, so we are actually in a tight space over here. I think I might even want to pull this one back, just ever so slightly, just so that we can get away doing this. Right, let's do another test ride. Oh man, that's gonna be paired up horribly. I might even want to follow like the third train on this one, even though you could... Yeah, that's definitely a lot better. So we'll be following car 3. Look, again, this one has a slight head start, but this horse over here is the one that we want to follow and compare that to this one. Right, interesting, very interesting. I hope that it pairs up nicely right now. At least it should. Look, see, that's, yeah, they'll be at least meeting eyes over there. Oh wow, it's actually still ahead of the curve by quite a bit. Okay. I had not thought that this would take that long. Perhaps we are also better... Yeah, we're definitely better off. Right, I got a plan here. Don't worry, ladies and gents. We have a plan here. Nothing's lost. Come on. Yes. And then I shall build these. And then... No. I shall build these... with one more bit of... No, I don't need the bit of straight. I can wheel in an S-bend and that would do it. And I would be able to if we go like this. Right, we'll watch another test ride. Hopefully this one will be nicely paired up, and it won't be. But I guess like car 2... No. Car 3 then? No. Well, this time, this one has a little bit of a head start. So we'll see. If this one's ahead over here at this section, so that should be like car 4. Or was it car 3? I believe it was car 3 actually. So it's all about where that horse is, and you should enter the tunnel a little bit ahead of schedule. Well, the little bit ahead is gone, man. It's all about the track that we add over here. I really feel like I am squandering this a little bit. Well, not really squandering. It's just, you know, I'm derping up a little bit. So that should do it. Right. Okay. Let us just give this a name right now because honestly, you know, yeah. So why don't we call this Atta Horse? Yeah, Atta Horse. That's pretty solid name for any ride, you know, that involves horses. Now we'll know that this ride will be good and it will be cool and it will be awesome and whatnot. So why don't we set up a handy dude for this area? It actually already has coverage. I had not expected that, but I welcome it nonetheless. I shall also assign a handy dude to the, a mechanic to maintenance the grass, right? Are you trapped right now? Yeah, but not in the right area. Now you're trapped in the right area there. You know what? We'll also hire another loose mechanic just because we can. So I don't really know how well it synchronizes currently, but what we can check out is whether or not this ride has increased in ratings. Not by much. I think like 0.15 of a point. Anyway, our coaster is doing just mighty fine over here. It does go quite fast, I'll have to admit. But at least it finishes the test ride. I'm expecting a 6 in the ratings over here, so we'll bank on that. And I guess we shall put this up to... It's actually only 5 seconds. But I guess we should leave this to 5 seconds too. It's of course because of the long walk that the guests have to do. Oh yeah, and there is a right entrance in the way there. Well, because there's nothing over here to, you know, that actually would justify this raise in the terrain like a track or whatnot, we'll just paint it like that. And we should have ratings, and we do. It's actually pretty much on par with the other coaster. So what we're now going to do is we're going to open it up and we shall say synchronize. Yes, just like that. Perfect. So now what I want to see, of course, is how well it actually does this synchronizing. There, now we can see it. Let's close all these windows. And let's see how this goes. So this is perfectly synchronized up till so far. Slightly ahead on the lift. Oh man, this is actually quite tense because this is still a very quick section. I had not expected that this one would actually be ahead over there on the lift. So this one should come in right here right now. So far so good. Ooh, look at how interesting. Nah, it's way ahead. It's way ahead. Yeah, that ain't good. It will arrive at the same time at the station though, but we needed this longer section in over here. That's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna close it. I need this longer section in here. I don't really know why I ever removed it, but we shall place it back. Starting over there, go with an S-bend. And then a wide curve, which will go like this. That should definitely give it more than enough room. We'll open it up. We know what the ratings will be. This should take care of any timings. Now, as for this coaster, you know, add a horse. We will make the supports red on this one. And the tracks will be red. The courses will be black. And the saddle will be made of gold. Yes, yes, and yes. I like it. So, yeah, this is looking good. This is looking very good, in fact. Well, what are our eggheads up to, anyway? Oh, wow, we got loads of rides at the moment. I think they're all actually gentle rides. Yeah, they are. That's not so bad though. We don't really have that many of them over here. Why don't we just go and build, say like this. This is like the perfect spot for it, really. So we might as well go ahead and build... Oops. We might as well go ahead and build this right over here. I mean, why not, right? Go as high as we can. Yes. Very good. Build the exit, like, right on the opposite side there. And then this should go over here. Good. That's an easy one. Easy, and the guests will love it, and we will make loads of money of it. You know, the world's perfect. Peace on earth. Money-making parks. What else could we want? Well, for one, I wouldn't mind if, you know, our coasters synced up perfectly. Right, $5. Let us just set up our ride whilst we... Oh, never mind. I think that the syncing up part of this is actually smack bang on. Look at that. It is synced up like a charm. It is. Though it doesn't really ever catch up anymore right now, but that's alright with me. It is perfectly synchronized right now, you know, till this lift, and then over here it departs. I don't mind that so much, so... This we shall call... yeah, how about we call this uniprivity? I don't know if that, I mean, that's not a thing, I just think it sounds cool, you know. That's for me a more than enough reason to name it as is. This we can make green, no, along with how the queue is colored. I like that. We shall make that pink, and then perhaps we'll have this be brown. And I don't mind the yellow actually so much, so we'll stick with that. So that's looking good. Looking very good, in fact. Now, as for... Yeah, look at this. This even goes up that much higher. I don't think it actually goes inside over here at the same time. But the fact that this one, you know, the red one goes in ahead. I mean, they can see them racing over there. Yeah, no, it's actually not bad, you know. I think that the timing on this is actually as good as it's gonna get. Look, 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 see? Just ahead of the other, and then... They can even talk to each other over here, and then there's like the crossing and whatnot, you know. Yeah, no, it's looking good, it's looking good. I like this. Right, so, you know what? What I'm curious to as well, well, for one, I know that we're gonna need to lower this to like 150. But what I'm curious to is, how are our finances doing? Oh, we're actually close to making like 6,000, and we only need 9,000. I betcha that if we build our third coaster, then this is going to be a very, very good ride. In fact, you know what? Let us check out how the ratings are affected right now. A 7 and a 7! Very, very nice. I think that our project of the horses ride is coming together rather nicely. So that's looking good, but there is one more horse ride to build right next over here, and we will do so next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.